Hello everyone, I hope all are good. In the previous section you have learnt about length and its measurement. Today we will start with measurement of mass. So firstly we will see what is mass. Mass of an object is the amount of matter contained in that object, or we can say that it is the quantity of matter contained in that object. Matter, anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. For example, things around us like table, chair, books, pen, etc. all have mass and all occupy space. So that's why they are known as matter. So mass is just the quantity or amount of matter contained in that object. Mass is a fundamental quantity. Like length, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, all are fundamental. So mass is also a fundamental quantity. Why it is fundamental quantity? Because it doesn't depend on other quantities. As you know the definition of fundamental and derived quantities, fundamental quantities are those which doesn't depend on other quantities, and derived quantities are those which can be obtained or derived by using fundamental quantities. So mass is a fundamental quantity because it doesn't depend on other quantities. Next, which units we can adopt to measure mass? So the system international unit of mass is kilogram. It is represented as kg. We know mass objects can be heavier as well as lighter. So to measure mass of heavier objects, there are multiples of kilograms. That means if we have to measure mass of heavier objects, then we will multiply thousands, tens, or hundreds with kilograms. So to measure mass of heavier objects, we will use multiples of kilograms. Multiples means tens, hundreds, and thousands multiplied with kilograms, or we can say 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, or 10 to the power 3 of kilograms. That are known as quintal or metric ton. And similarly, if we have to measure the mass of lighter objects, then we will use submultiples of kilograms. Submultiples means 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 3, or 1 tens, 1 hundreds, 1 thousands multiplied with kilograms. That means that are known as grams and milligrams. So next is the relationship between multiples, submultiples, and the unit kilogram. If we take 100 kilogram of an object, then it will be equal to 1 quintal, or we can say that 1 quintal of an object is equal to 100 kg, or it is equal to 10 to the power 2 kg, because there are two zeros, so it is equal to 10 to the power 2 kg. And 1 metric ton is equal to 1000 kg. That means if we take 1000 kgs of an object, then that will be equal to 1 metric ton. And we know that 100 kg is equal to 1 quintal, so 1 metric ton is equal to 10 quintal. So next is submultiples. Submultiples are grams and milligrams. 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 of kilogram. That means if we take 1000 part of kilogram of an object, then it will be equal to 1 gram. So 1 gram is equal to 0.001 kg, or it is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 kg. And 1 milligram is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 gram. Milli means 10 to the power minus 3. So 1 milligram is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 gram. And 1 gram, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 kg. So it will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg. So it will be equal to 10 to the power minus 6 kg, because base are same and powers will be add. So it is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 kg, or 0.000001 kg. So 1 milligram is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 kg. So this is the relation between multiples, submultiples, and the unit kilogram. Next is how we can measure mass with various instruments. There are different instruments that are used to measure mass of an object. First is the beam balance. Beam balance you have often seen when you go to buy some vegetables or fruits at vegetable seller or fruit seller's shop. Then he uses beam balance to measure the mass of vegetables or fruits. So this is used at grocer's shop. Next is physical balance. Physical balance is seen in labs. It can be seen in labs or jewelry shops. Physical balance is same as that of the beam balance. The difference is that physical balance can measure small masses of the order of milligrams and grams. The third one is electronic balance. Electronic balance is a popular one. Why it is popular? Because it gives the highly accurate and precise reading of the mass of the object, and it displays the mass of the object digitally. You have also seen it some grocers are also using electronic balance, and we can also see it in physics labs, in chemistry labs also. Next is we will discuss the construction and working of these three types of balance one by one. First is beam balance. Beam balance can be of this form, it can be or it can be of this form. So what is the construction of beam balance? Beam balance has a lever arrangement, and it consists of two arms that supports two pans. These are the two pans and these are the arms of the lever system. This is the pointer of the beam balance and this is the fulcrum. And this is the block on which the whole arrangement lies. These are the standard weights or masses that that are used by people to measure the mass of the objects by using beam balance. So, how to measure mass with the help of beam balance? To measure the mass of an object, we will place that object in one pan, and in the other pan, we will add the standard weights or standard masses one by one. When the total mass of these standard weights or standard masses becomes equal to the mass of the object, then these arms will become straight or horizontal, and this will give the mass of the object. So the basic principle of the working of beam balance is that when the masses in the two pans becomes equal, then this will give us the mass of the object. That means total mass of the standard weights or standard masses will be equal to the mass of the object. And this is the other form. The working is also same here. This is the vertical rod on which the horizontal rod supports, or we can say that horizontal rod is supported by the vertical rod, and at the ends of the horizontal rod, two pans are hanged, and this is the wooden block on which the whole arrangement lies. So working is also same as that of beam balance. If we have to measure the mass of an object, then we will place that object in one pan and the standard masses or the weights on the other pan. So when the masses in the two pans becomes equal, that means when the total mass of the standard weights or standard masses becomes equal to the mass of the object, then this rod will become horizontal and we can measure the mass of that object. So this is a working of beam balance. Next is physical balance. Physical balance is a more sensitive balance as compared to gross's balance, because it can measure small masses of the order of grams, milligrams very accurately. It is used in jewelry shops to measure masses of gold, silver and other precious metals, and it is also seen in chemistry labs, physics labs, whenever we have to measure masses, small masses of the order of grams, milligrams. So it can also give precise measurements of chemicals for chemical reactions. So this is used in labs also. This is the construction of physical balance. Physical balance consists of a hard metallic horizontal bar which supports two pans at its ends. This is the pointer of the physical balance. This is the scale of the physical balance, or it is also known as ivory scale. Ivory is a hard material that is obtained from the teeth of animals, like from elephant teeth. This can be made ivory scale, so this is known as ivory scale. The whole arrangement lies on a block, and these are the screws these are also known as leveling screws, which are used or which are adjusted to level the surface of the pans. So the physical balance comes with the बॉक्स ऑफ वेट्स. इसके साथ एक वेट बॉक्स आता है जिसमें वेट्स होते हैं, बहुत ही छोटे छोटे वेट्स होते हैं, दैट कैन बी ऑफ द ऑर्डर ऑफ मिलीग्राम्स, ग्राम्स, दैट मीन्स फ्रैक्शनल वेट्स होते हैं उसमें, जिसमें हम छोटे से छोटे मेटल या छोटे से छोटे ऑब्जेक्ट का मास भी हम कर सकते हैं. सो वर्किंग of the physical balance is same as that of the beam balance. One thing we have to note that before measuring the mass of the objects, the pans should be empty. That means there should be nothing in the pans, and the whole arrangement is enclosed. Here I haven't shown the whole arrangement, the box. The whole arrangement is enclosed inside the glass casing or the wooden box, so as to avoid the effect of wind on the measurement of mass of the object. अगर विंड का इफेक्ट होगा तो ऑब्वियसली मासेस, जो हमें मासेस का मेजर मिलेगा वो डिफरेंट होगा. तो इसलिए हम क्या करते हैं, हम इसको एक ग्लास केस के अंदर सारे अरेंजमेंट को बंद करते हैं और उसके डोर्स होते हैं और उन डोर्स को हमें बंद कर लेना चाहिए जब भी हम इनकी मेजरमेंट करेंगे. सो द डोर्स शुड बी क्लोज्ड before measuring the mass of the object in the two pans. So the working is, if we have to measure the mass of the object, then that we will place in one pan, and in the other pan we will put, or we will add the standard weights one by one. So when the masses in the two pans becomes equal, then the zero of the ivory scale, then the pointer of the ivory scale coincides with the zero. Then the pointer of the physical balance coincides with the zero of the ivory scale, and this will give us the mass of the object. So this is the working of the physical balance. Next is electronic balance. Electronic balance is a device which works on electric current. As I have already told you, it is very quick and it can give accurate measurement of mass. The results that are displayed by electronic balance are digital, and it can give the reading of the mass in a very short time of about 3 seconds. That means in 3 seconds we will get the measurement of the mass. This is the short diagram I have drawn to explain the construction of electronic balance. It is simple. Here is the plate on which we will place the mass. We will place the object whose mass is to be measured, and the reading will be shown on this. So results are displayed digitally and in very short time of about 3 seconds, and it is popular because it can give a very accurate reading, and the measurement with electronic balance is very easy. So obviously there will be some advantages of electronic balance over beam balance because it is very accurate. It can give the results in a very short time. It displays the results digitally, and that means that will be all corrected. So there will be advantages. First is it doesn't require any additional set of standard masses. इसके साथ कुछ भी स्टैंडर्ड मासेस की हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है. जैसे हमें फिजिकल बैलेंस और बीम बैलेंस में हमेशा ही एक बॉक्स चाहिए स्टैंडर्ड मासेस का, स्टैंडर्ड वेट्स का, पर इसमें हमें किसी और एडिशनल स्टैंडर्ड मासेस के सेट की ज़रूरत नहीं है. नेक्स्ट इज इट डिस्प्लेज द रिजल्ट्स मोर क्विकली. मेजरमेंट्स आर रिलायबल, दैट मीन्स दे आर वेरी एक्यूरेट एंड करेक्ट. सिंपल एंड कन्वीनियंट टू यूज़. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. ये बहुत सिंपल है यूज़ करने के लिए. हम जस्ट उस ऑब्जेक्ट को, उस मास, उस वेट को वहाँ पर रखेंगे उसकी प्लेट पर, और इट विल जस्ट गिव द रीडिंग ऑफ द मास इन विद इन 3 सेकेंड्स. दैट मीन्स अगर हमें किसी सॉल्ट का, जैसे हमें फिजिक्स लैब में या केमिस्ट्री लैब में किसी सॉल्ट का या किसी स्मॉल ऑब्जेक्ट का वेट करना है, तो हम इसको मास करना है, तो हम उसको जस्ट उसकी प्लेट पे रखेंगे और हमें उसको रीडिंग जो है इसकी डिस्प्ले हो जाएगी ऑन द डिजिटल डिस्प्ले. नेक्स्ट इज द रिजल्ट्स जनरेटेड आर करेक्ट टू फ्रैक्शनल मासेस. जो रिजल्ट्स हमें मिलेंगे वो हमें फ्रैक्शनल पॉइंट्स तक भी मिल सकते हैं. दैट मीन्स हमें उसका करेक्ट मास पता चलेगा. इट इज़ नाइदर बल्कि नॉर डज इट हैव एक्सटर्नल पार्ट्स. ये ना तो ज़्यादा बड़ा है और ना ही इसके कुछ अलग से पार्ट्स हैं जैसे कि हमें बीम बैलेंस और फिजिकल बैलेंस में चाहिए. सो दिस इज द वर्किंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेंस and these are the advantages. Next, the last one is correct method for measurement of mass. How we can do the correct measurement, मतलब क्या हमें किन किन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना चाहिए. Which points we have to take care while measuring mass with the help of beam balance and electronic balance. The first is before starting measurement, the pan should be empty. Pans में कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. Beam should lie horizontal, indicating equal mass on both sides. There will be equal mass on both sides, that means on both the pans before starting measurement. And with the electronic balance should be kept on a horizontal, dust-free and stable surface. It should not be on a rough surface. It should be on a horizontal and stable surface. Wet and hot objects should not be put in the pans of the beam balance and of the electronic balance. And in case of electronic balance, make sure that range of the balance conforms to the mass being measured. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर हम मास कर रहे हैं तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम बहुत ही हैवी ऑब्जेक्ट या बहुत ही स्मॉल ऑब्जेक्ट जो कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेंस की रेंज में ही ना हो, हम उसका मास मेजर कर रहे हो और वो हमें उसका मास डिस्प्ले करेगा ही नहीं या फिर इनकरेक्ट रीडिंग होगी। तो ये हमें ध्यान रखना है कि जो भी हम मास कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस की या हर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट की अपनी एक रीडिंग होती है जिसका एक स्टार्टिंग और फाइनल पॉइंट होता है जहां से लेके जहां तक हम उसकी रीडिंग कर सकते हैं, उसमें रीडिंग कर सकते हैं किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की। सो ये हमें ध्यान रखना है, इट शुड बी कंफर्म्ड बिफोर मेजरमेंट। नेक्स्ट इज ऑब्जेक्ट्स टू बी वेट एंड स्टैंडर्ड मासेस शुड बी प्लेस्ड जेंटली। बहुत ही जेंटली हमें इनको रखना है, वेरी केयरफुली। एंड द थर्ड, इन द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेंस आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन दैट वेट एंड हॉट ऑब्जेक्ट शुड नॉट बी पुट ऑन द pans. And the last one is wait and give sufficient time for the pans to stabilize in case of beam balance. जब वो स्टेबल होंगे तभी हमें उनकी जो रीडिंग है नोट करनी है। विदाउट स्टेबलाइज दैट रीडिंग विल बी इनकरेक्ट। And the fourth one in case of electronic balance is that before measurement ensure that the pan is free from remains of any substances. जैसे हम किसी सॉल्ट का मास करते हैं तो वो जो सॉल्ट के कुछ सब्स्टिट्यूट्स हैं, कुछ पार्टिकल्स हैं, उसमें रह जाते हैं। तो हमें दूसरी मेजरमेंट करने से पहले ये ध्यान रखना है कि उसमें कुछ भी ना हो, कोई भी सब्सटेंस बाकी ना रह जाए। बिकॉज अगर हम ऐसे होगा तो उन सब्सटेंसेस का, उन पार्टिकल्स का मास भी जो हम नेक्स्ट मास कर रहे हैं उसके साथ ऐड हो जाएगा। तो दीज थिंग्स वी हैव टू टेक केयर। सो आई होप यू विल अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दिस टॉपिक्स। थैंक यू।